I hate everything. This episode we talk about E3, and that's fine, I guess. But fuck ever, man, because we played LJN games. Oh, you've never heard of LJN? You ever play a video game where at the end of it you involuntarily fall into a pit of despair from which you fear you may never return? Well, watch as we do that, you atrocious fucking monsters. Nikki is out of time and Back to the Future, so please call the suicide hotline. Dylan is guessing this picture is a noose in Pictionary. I want to slit my wrists with adamantium claws and Wolverine, Adamantium Rage, and Cody wants to boil in a vat of acid, and does, in Spider-Man, the animated series. The warm embrace of death is coming for us soon, and we all welcome it with open arms. It's Cartridge Players, episode 44. Huge jacked man fucked to death. I wish I could be fucked to death. Wish I'd be made dead anyway.
YNIN Podcasting, part of the EDOC NameLock Interactive Network. Hello everybody, and welcome to YNIN's Cartridge Blowers, the show where we give video games a second chance to make a first impression. I'm Cody Coleman, and with me as always is Nikki Wright, Dylan Frisbee, popping the collar, and Matthew Crua.
Oh, we're doing that?
Yeah.
Alright, hold on.
You have a
I
collar?
didn't bring my Kanye shades.
Well, you lose, sir.
Hi, I'm Preppy Dracula.
Oh, two colors.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
There you go.
I'm undoing this because I feel dumb.
One.
You should.
Two. Hey.
A double Dracula. The legends foretold.
So this week our theme for what we will play in the last half of the show is games by terrible video game company LJN.
Legendarily
bad. Never made a
Oh
good
my
game.
God.
And I've played several of their games, and then with the one that I played this week, yeah, they live up to it. They live up to their reputation of shit. But yeah.
I mean, you know, originally, this is technically a permutation of an old idea we had, which was TNC Surf Designs Appreciation Week. And it was like, well, we can't just do TNC Surf Designs because we would all commit ritual suicide.
Yeah.
So this is better?
The only way we could have done it is if each one of us took like a surfing or one of the other challenges and did that for 10 minutes.
Yeah. I guess you'll see if you like this.
Yeah, maybe we'll bring TNC Surf Design Appreciation Week back. But that's at the end of the show, though you can skip there if you're subscribed to us on YouTube, as you should be, by clicking at the timestamps in the description below. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. We have a lot of E3 stuff to talk about, but if anyone played anything worth talking about this week, has anyone played anything?
I played a lot of cool game trailer videos.
Oh, awesome. Good deal.
That's playing things.
Yeah, it's the play button. All right.
Yeah.
I've been playing Wii U stuff because I bought a Wii U. I used my trading and selling expertise to get $32 out of my pocket.
$32 whole dollars?
$32 for a Wii U.
Jeez, don't spend it all in one place, bucko.
I did on a Wii U.
Oh, okay.
Mario Kart 8 is fun. And we've talked about that.
This is the first episode anyone has owned Mario Kart 8, right?
That's
I didn't know
true.
that last episode.
We've talked about it a lot on this show, but this is the first time we've actually owned it. Yeah,
it's great. Buy it.
Yeah, everything we've talked about that we were excited about is that good. So yeah, it's worth a Wii U. Getting a Wii U for.
I mean, I'm glad that people are finally, like, I see a lot of posts on social media with my friends on social media, and they're like, hey, yeah, finally getting a Wii U. And I'm like, cool, you got on my level. Excellent.
It's about
You finally
time.
made it. Yeah.
Right on. Dylan, have you played anything?
Dylan
No,
was busy.
no.
Dylan has no time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dylan's working and then being exhausted from work. So we're lucky he plays the theme game.
He plays the game of life.
Yeah.
And, and he wins.
That game sucks. I
he's-
need
but
some cheat codes bad.
You're winning at it though. You're good
You're
at
good
it.
at it, Dylan. You're
It's
good
kicking
at
my
it.
ass. It's kicking my ass.
Well, Matt, is there anything out of the ordinary that you played that you'd like to talk about, or should we get right into E3?
I mean, I played Mario Kart as well. Fantastic, buy it, whatever. Not too much. I've been playing a game called State of Decay that I think I've talked about on the show before. And I went back to start playing it again because there's new DLC. It's an open world zombie game. It's fun.
And that's cool.
Cheap.
Yeah,
It's on Steam. Buy it.
right on.
E3.
Awesome. Okay,
New stuff, new shit.
Let's get into the new crap and just start talking about the stuff that's coming out a long time from now.
I'll talk about Nintendo last because I'm going to do it in the order that they had their conferences.
Okay.
On Monday, they had Microsoft went first, or that's technically day 0 of E3, which doesn't make, I don't understand, that doesn't make any sense. But if you were looking for Microsoft to do anything that wasn't Call of Duty,
Too
bad
bad.
luck. Sorry, I hope you like Halo because they're re-releasing all of them.
Yeah.
They want you to pay, listen, I don't really like Halo that much. It's not a terrible game. It's fun in small doses. But they want you to buy, some dude got on stage in 2014 and played Halo 2, a game from 2002, on stage for 10 minutes.
Yeah. Who would play an old
and
game
people
for
were
10 fucking minutes while other people watch them? That's so weird.
But see,
Our show.
We don't want you to buy the game.
That's true. Most of the
we
time.
actively encourage you not.
Most of the time.
Microsoft was like, yeah, Halo 2, it's going to be exactly the same game it was 10 years ago. Oh, fucking great.
But
Why
it's
don't
in
I just
HD
play the
now.
same one why don't I buy the one I had 10 years ago? Oh, it's HD, whatever.
Yeah.
I bet.
Buy the
yeah.
old one that's not HD and it will cost you like $10.
So Microsoft's big things were new Call of Duty, which is on both systems, so it doesn't matter. Halo Collection, which is Halo, so it doesn't matter. There was there's some new driving game.
Oh boy.
I don't want to play it because it's a realistic driving game, and I don't really care
I
for stuff
prefer
like Gran
kart
Turismo and
racers.
Forza. I like kart racers and I like Burnout,
Yeah.
where you explode things.
Yeah.
I think it was Forza. No, it was something else. It was some other driving game, and you can drive across the entire United States.
Oh, that's kind of neat.
And so they've got it where you can drive from Miami to Los Angeles,
Weird.
and the whole way. I mean, it's a little shortened. It takes somewhere in the area of 9 hours, but I'm like, it's like Desert Bus,
Yeah, man. Holy
I can do
crap.
that, sure. We've got Evolve, which if you like Left 4 Dead, it's from the company that made the first Left 4 Dead. It's a 5-player game where one side is 4 different hunters, and the other side is a gigantic Godzilla-sized monster that stalks them throughout a forest. It looks really awesome. Evolve is really cool looking. I'm super excited for that. A game called Sunset Overdrive, which is the most 90s looking game ever. The advertisement was just it was pretty funny. It's got this soldier who's hiding behind crates because that's what everyone did for the past 6 years. There's a shooter where you hide behind crates and barrels. And he's about to shoot some guy, and then some green mohawked guy kicks open the door and slams a soda, and then grinds on wires. And honestly,
And Sublime's playing in the background.
right? It looked like Jet Set Radio for the Dreamcast. And honestly, that's a cool change of pace. I'm okay with that.
Wait,
Favorite parts.
what was that one called again?
It's a shooter with you can grind on the entire world.
Okay,
So
cool.
it's shooter plus Tony Hawk.
Awesome. All right.
I've got to
One
find.
thing always missing from Tony Hawk's first game.
was shooting giant mutants.
Yes.
Let's see, what else is there? Fable Legends looked really fucking stupid. If it's not a Fable game at all. It's like a 4-player, like Diablo style game.
Fable Crystal Chronicles.
Kind of, yeah. If they just called it like Gauntlet, I would have totally been more into it. There's a game called Project Spark, which is like their answer to Little Big Planet, where people can make their own levels and games and stuff, but the video was the most boring and shitty looking thing ever. I didn't want to play that at all.
I've heard about Project Spark from people who got like in the beta of it.
Yeah.
And it seemed interesting, but I mean, there are already kind of things that do that.
Right. At the end of Project Spark, they had like the Project Spark logo, and then suddenly a chainsaw cuts through the center, and Conker from Conker's Bad Fur Day comes out.
Really?
Edgy.
Right, I know. The long-awaited return of Conker.
Yeah, no.
No, every people can hold their breath. And he's like, well, no one's ever going to make a game about me. I guess you'll have to do it. And it's like, fuck you, no, I'm not going to do that.
Wait,
Is that really
what?
said?
Yeah. Kind
What?
of.
That
Are
was
they-
like, nobody loves me, I'm gonna go be over.
So I think you can use like rare IP when you
Okay.
are making the games in Project Spark. I think that's what it's
Okay.
talking about.
All right.
They showed a lot of indie games. Like there's a cool game called Cuphead, which you
What?
should show a trailer for Cuphead on the
Okay.
screen.
Cuphead.
It looks like a 1920s cartoon.
That's
Really?
The animation is the coolest thing ever. I don't know how it plays, but it fucking looks cool.
It's at least worth renting.
Yes. They actually like went through all the indie games they're going to have on Xbox One. And have you ever played? They spent time, I guess, talking about how finally the game you've all been waiting for, Threes, is coming to Xbox One. And if you never played Threes,
I know what
have you played
Threes is. Why the fuck
It's-
would
it's
anyone
like-
want that on a fucking console?
It's like 2048
Yeah.
or any of those other number sliding games for phones. But finally, it's on Xbox One.
Oh yeah, I've been fucking waiting to be able to stand in front of my Kinect and slide tiles.
Indeed. Phantom Dust. If anyone had an original Xbox, did any of us?
I
mean,
did not know.
Did you?
Phantom Dust is an action card battle game that lots of people liked, but no one bought. That's getting remade. They showed off The Witcher 3 for a while, and I remember Dylan talking about how he liked The Witcher previously, or at least playing on the show or something.
I played on the show. I did not like it.
You don't like it. This one looked rad. It looked awesome. It was one of the prettiest games I've ever seen in my life.
Really?
And like the theme of Microsoft and Sony's were little guys fighting giant monsters, and so you're fighting like you're hunting a griffin down, and you have to, I guess, run across the world and hunt it down with a spear. But it was really pretty. And a new Rainbow Six game.
Oh, good. Yeah. There's not enough of those. It's
I-
Yay, Tom Clancy.
Tom Clancy is dead.
Yeah.
Let it go.
Yeah, exactly.
But
We've
I
watched
love Rainbow Six. I love the original one, but like none of the new ones.
I have
The old-
I got Rainbow Six Vegas for like $2. I still
Okay.
haven't played it.
It's okay. It's not bad.
Okay.
But the original ones are like puzzle games because you have to plan out everything because one bullet kills you.
Yeah, okay.
So that's cool. If they go back to that, then that's great. If not, I don't care. And that was about it. Witcher 3 was really cool. There was a game called Rise of the Tomb Raider, which is like the worst title of a game
Yeah.
I've ever heard. Rise of the Tomb Raider. And my favorite thing from the Microsoft conference was Dead Rising 3 DLC.
Okay.
And the DLC is, let me find the actual name of it. It is Super Ultra Dead Rising 3 Arcade Remix Hyper Edition DX Plus Alpha Dash.
Yes.
And basically the entire thing is you play as all four protagonists from all three Dead Rising games. And
That's
it's four-player online co-op. And you can take on pretty much every Capcom character that's ever been and take on their moves and costumes.
Really?
Interesting.
And like it
That's
showed,
cool.
showed them doing spinning pile drivers and flying like a Breath of Fire character. It was nuts.
What?
Dead
That's pretty
Rising-
cool.
I
Yeah.
want Dead Rising 3 now.
But well, Dead Rising 3 comes to the PC this fall, so
Okay,
you know,
then I might get that.
don't worry, you don't have to buy an Xbox One.
Good.
So it was all right. It was Microsoft conference was not terrible. It was a solid B. Nothing great, nothing terrible. So
Yeah.
unlike Sony,
Okay. Oh,
Like-
no.
it wasn't the worst thing, but
Okay.
they had some cool games that looked neat. There's a game called like Bloodborne
Bloodborne?
because like we don't have enough games called Blood Shit or Blood Fart or whatever. Dark Blood Dark, Eternal Sex Detective. But like you seem to be like a detective. Shit.
Eternal sex detective.
And you hunt like zombies, like zombies that are like turn into werewolves. So I'm like, they're like,
okay.
zombies are lame. We're done with that. Now it's werewolf zombies.
Oh.
Are you ready?
Admittedly, that's not really been done
Yeah, I guess not.
because it's stupid.
There's a game called Entwined, which you play as two birds that have to go that are actually souls, and they go through a tunnel, and then they fuck, and then they become one soul, and then they split into two, and then they fuck, and it goes on. So that's Entwined. Yeah.
I don't know what to say about that.
Actual quote about this game is, bring these souls together in love over 9 lifetimes, and then they will transform into an incredible dragon.
No birds to start with?
Yeah, I don't know what this game is about, but it looks like it's about two birds fucking. So
Nice.
And turning into dragons somehow.
yeah, if
Don't
you're
like a game for me.
if you're into
I hate
that.
birds, but I love dragons.
Destiny is Bungie's new game since they don't make Halo anymore. Now they make Destiny. That's a shooter in space. I don't know what you want.
It's still Halo.
There was a guy who works for Sony named Fork Parker, so I just wanted to point that out.
His name is Fork Parker.
Fork Parker, yeah. So I'm, I'm just pointing out things I
Why
noticed.
did his parents want him to get beat up?
Because he's a bad person. Metal Gear Solid 5 is looking really rad. Ratchet and Clank is getting a movie. Mortal Kombat 10 is the most violent video game I've ever seen in my life.
More so than 9? I haven't seen the trailer for it yet.
I've
Wow.
seen bits and pieces of the trailer on At Midnight, and shit.
You like punching a dude's heart out of his chest, and then you
That's
like grab
cool.
it, and then you like eat it. It's fucked.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
I love Mortal Kombat games.
Mortal Kombat's fun.
Yeah, I'm
At least
excited.
It's 9, so.
They are remaking a game called Grim Fandango.
Grim Fandango's awesome.
It's a fantastic adventure game that was from like 2000 or 98 or something.
It's a Double Fine, Double Fine Tim Schafer game. It's funny, very pretty.
So that's coming soon. Lots of just boring stuff that didn't really strike me. Dead Island 2. The only game that looked really super cool is called No Man's Sky.
Okay.
And they haven't really said anything about how it plays, which is the problem. There's a lot of videos in Microsoft and Sony's that didn't show the gameplay. But basically it procedurally generates an entire universe that is different every time
I've
you
heard
play.
about this, yeah.
Yeah, and so you can travel from planet to planet and discover their entire ecosystem, and it's different. Like, things evolve on planets.
I think, was that what I heard, that people were, like, super impressed that they were, like, it's a procedurally generated world universe, even, and there were, like, next to no loading times or something?
Yeah, the whole universe is just there. It loads.
Yeah.
Like, right there at the beginning.
That's impressive.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's too good to be true. I feel like that's not going to work out like they say.
Yeah.
But fucking cool idea.
Yeah, if they can pull that off, man.
I don't know how it plays. I don't know. Like, I couldn't tell if it was like a game where I go around and shoot guys or a game where I just go around and explore things. But I'm up for both.
I like both of those.
Fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that was Sony. They had a lot of guys. Microsoft showed nothing but games back to back. Sony showed better games slightly, but they had a lot of time where just executives came up and talked about sales figures and shit.
Yeah, that's what I heard about that.
That's why people go to E3 to hear about numbers.
About the charts and graphs.
Yeah, that's the press is super excited about charts. And then the next day, Nintendo did their event, and I mean, I don't want to come off as biased because I only own Nintendo's 2 systems, but it was way better.
I actually watched that one myself, and I was fairly impressed after you told me a little bit about it.
They started with Smash Brothers. Did you watch the whole thing of the Nintendo event?
No, I stopped it because I started falling asleep because it was super late. So.
Right. There was a cool opening where they had
I saw all that.
2 of their executives fighting with Street Fighter moves as an introduction to being able to play Mii's in Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
So they had like little banners that showed, Elijah Wood joins the fray.
Yeah.
And Lincoln and Elijah Wood, Lincoln, and Ice-T are officially in Smash Brothers. So
yes.
Yeah, and then any Mii that you can make, you can fight as, and
yeah,
there's the different. You said that you can kind of configure your Mii character.
Your moves are all customized, so you can choose one of 3 different types, and those different types have 12 different moves, and each of those 12 different moves have 3 different versions of that move.
Yeah.
So
each Mii can be a different character.
Yeah. They showed a new Kirby game where everything is made, or a new Yoshi game where everything is made of yarn.
Yeah, man. It
looks like Yoshi's Island.
It was fucking pretty. It was
like Nintendo decided to win E3 by being the cutest company.
Yeah. Success.
The Yoshi's Island game is just adorable looking. Yoshi looks like he's like been handmade on Etsy.
Yeah.
And then it's like a little doll. It's so cool.
Yoshi's Woolly World.
Yeah. They showed Hyrule Warriors, which 50 different Zelda characters go around and fight armies as whoever you want, and use a hook shot to pull the moon down and crush a dragon.
Why not? The angry moon.
The angry moon from Majora's Mask, yeah. So it's cool that they're not putting this in the timeline, so they can just pull from everything.
Yeah.
Because it's not canon.
They came out and said, this is not in the timeline, so we're gonna do it. Yeah, we're gonna do whatever we want.
Yeah.
I'm like,
cool.
Please. Yeah.
And I'm glad they came out and said that, because that spares us the insufferable nerds going, well, I think it has to be the first game in the series.
Right. I don't need arguments of this. I don't. Let's see. New Pokemon game. That is a remake of an old Pokemon because they can't come up with new ones because they already have made 5 zillion Pokemon.
None of them on an actual console.
I think they're out of ideas for new Pokemon at this point.
One of them was an ice cream cone. I don't know much about Pokemon, but I know that, and that tells me they're out of ideas.
He's an ice cream cone. If I could be an ice cream cone, I would be. New Kirby game. Kirby game is made of clay. So it's got a claymation art style. But it's not super putty.
That's good, because that's what came to mind, and that was awful.
Yeah. A sequel for the game Xenoblade that I've talked about on the show before, which is a fantastic RPG for the Wii. Coming with a sequel for that, where you can go around and RPG fight in giant mech suits, and you fight in Neo Los Angeles. I don't know what that means, but that's a cool idea.
Okay.
Mario Maker is a Wii title that allows you to make and share your own Mario levels.
Yeah, it's ROM hacks all day long.
ROM hacks forever.
Yeah.
So
Mario forever and always.
Indeed. You can switch between the Super Mario 1 and the new Super Mario Brothers art style, and create as many levels as you want and share them, and imagine just imagine people drawing dicks out of Koopa Troopers.
Yeah, it'll be so
It's
many.
gonna be
They
amazing.
will.
How many question mark dick blocks can you have?
Not enough. Not enough. Let's see. They unveiled a new IP called Splatoon, which is an 8-player third-person shooter where you have to. It's like Mario Sunshine competitive mode, but in reverse, where you have to cover the whole world with ink.
Yeah, it looked kind of neat. Like you could swim through your own color really fast, but you
Right.
can slow down through other people's colors.
Yeah, the movement is super fast,
Yeah.
and it seemed really fun. And it's just neat that they're doing something new.
This is basically, I think, Nintendo saying, "Fuck you. We don't care about you, colorblind people."
And they don't. They don't
Shots
care about
fired.
colorblind people. They don't care about left-handed people. Sorry, if you are a small percentage of the population.
Yeah, too bad. Except Mario Kart 8 appears to have left-handed support.
Shh.
That's just to lure them in so they can shoot them.
Bayonetta, I've heard is a good game. I haven't played it. They're releasing the sequel for Wii U.
She has gun shoes.
And Bayonetta 2 comes with Bayonetta 1 on the disc.
That's kind of cool.
And then you can also play as Link, because why not?
Yeah.
And
Okay.
that all leads
Well,
up
that's
to
cool.
the new Zelda that they kind of teased, which looks incredible.
Is fucking
Looks very,
gorgeous.
very pretty.
So
Amazing.
amazingly beautiful.
But-
I'm getting a Wii U for that.
A good idea. The guy who made Zelda said, "You know what Zelda needs? Skyrim."
Yeah.
Yes.
And I was
Success.
like, "Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
I wholeheartedly agree."
I would love to go everywhere
that guy.
because
Yeah.
that's what I try to do anyway.
He's a smart guy. And then they, off of the digital event, they showed very, very early footage of Star Fox. So, new Star Fox game finally.
Yeah.
Which
Cool.
they did not have one for Wii.
God, when was
so,
the last one?
GameCube, and that was
that
on
wasn't
Nada.
even a real Star Fox.
No.
It was
Yeah.
the adventure
It was
game.
stupid.
So I feel like Nintendo did a great job for the last 2 days of E3. They had their Treehouse, which is their localization team,
Okay.
basically stream gameplay all day. for
Oh,
both
that's
ways.
cool.
And
That's
so,
really awesome.
And so you could Nintendo never does stuff like this, and
Yeah.
so you could just see
Well, that's what happens when you start bleeding money.
kind
You
of
do
yeah.
things that you've never
Yeah.
done before.
So they showed a lot of the new Smash Brothers, which looks super cool. Comes with a GameCube adapter if you want to, so you can use a GameCube
So,
controller.
Dylan, you can still kick ass at Smash Brothers.
We
As,
can-
as Link.
And Link's a lot better in this one.
Hey, calling it now, #1 in California.
Okay, that's all right. All right.
Geez, California is a tough state for that.
Yeah, that is. Yeah,
In fact, they actually one of the coolest things was the Smash Brothers tournament they had at E3.
Oh wow.
Really?
They rented.
Why was I not there?
You could,
You would have had proof that you were the best.
like I highly encourage you to find the footage that's on Nintendo's YouTube channel and watch it. It's like an hour and a half, and it is just like so exciting because they let fans come in and be the audience instead of like just the press like at normal E3 events.
Yeah.
And so they've got people like dressed as Nintendo characters, and they're so excited and
That's
happy to
so
see the
cool.
game. And they invited 16 of the best tournament players from around the country and the world. They had one from Japan and one from Chile, and then the rest were from America.
Cool.
And they all competed in the game, showing off the new characters and stages. Some matches with items, some matches without. The finals were without. And they had celebrities come and play the game to show it and stuff. And it was just, I don't know, it was really cool that they're
What celebrities?
people from MTV shows that I don't know, and
Oh.
Robin Williams' daughter Zelda.
Oh.
Because she's named after a Nintendo
Well, she's
character.
named after exactly.
Yeah.
And she didn't even play Zelda. She picked the fucking Greninja, the Pokemon. So,
That
What?
bitch.
yeah, I don't know. But yeah, that was really cool to watch. So I'm really happy. It's an exciting time to own Nintendo systems. Oh, and Captain, I can't let's move on. I don't even want to talk about Captain Toad, but Captain Toad is really cool.
All right.
But yeah, buy a Wii U. I highly encourage it. And then buy a PC, because then you'll get all the good games from Xbox and PlayStation 4
Yeah.
and not have to buy them.
There you go. Save some money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, not really.
Well. So, all right. Was there any other E3 stuff?
Not that I saw. I don't know if anyone else saw anything. That's my quick reporting.
The day I tried watching, it was like all of EA's panels, and that was like, it was like, look at this cool sports video.
They did an amazing.
You can make them like emote, like in real time, and I'm like.
there was an incredible video. They showed The Sims, The Sims 4 for like 10 to 15 minutes. And like this really like annoying lady was narrating it, and she created this like douchebag guy who wanted to read poetry to an old woman, and she sounded like just so excited about this. And then she made him laugh so hard he died, and death came out and and took him to hell. And she was like, The Sims 4. And, like,
you can go to hell.
Great, awesome.
Yeah.
I'm super
I'm excited to go to hell in Sims 4.
Yeah, go to hell, everybody.
Right on.
It was all sports games that I watched, and after like an hour of nothing else, I was like, okay, click.
EA had a very boring conference. Ubisoft was weird. They made a lot of dick and weed jokes. And if you like Assassin's Creed, 4-player Assassin's Creed doesn't look terrible.
I heard they gave a really like flimsy excuse for why there isn't a female hero in Assassin's Creed.
No female assassin.
Well, it's just really hard to make a female character.
Whatever.
Add boobs. You did it.
Yeah, look at Laura Croft. She's been doing it for a long time.
There was one presentation that went under the radar because it wasn't on the major schedules. That was Square Enix's presentation.
Yeah.
And like they talked a little bit about Final Fantasy Type 0, and then they were like, we're going to bring that to America, but not on the Vita. And so all the people who bought a Vita for that game are pissed.
Yeah.
and then
all
they
10
said,
of them.
and they said Final Fantasy 14, we're going to talk about the expansion stuff in a few months, but we're not going to tell you anything about it right now.
Yeah, they told some other cool things, but like when I was watching that panel, I was really more mesmerized. Like it wasn't that particular panel. They had another one where this guy was taking questions in English and translating them into Japanese, and then back and forth. And I was like, that is so cool! You are the coolest guy.
there was a lot of stuff like that. They did that a lot on the Nintendo.
I'm sad I missed it.
But the best part of Square Enix's one was 90% of it was like a legitimate, actual, literal PowerPoint presentation.
Yeah.
Where there was a guy who had a clicker in his hand and another guy who would say a few words and then say, all right, go to the next slide. We're selling.
Go to
the next slide.
Is his thumb broken? Because I'm talking and I'm doing this.
I don't know. It was weird. It was bad.
They had to pull a student to do something. So
I think all the Japanese companies are waiting for Tokyo Game Show, which is next month. So
yeah, probably.
Yeah, E3 was weird. In the end, excited for things I already owned, and
that's good.
So I'm set. I'm good.
That's good. Awesome. All right, let's start playing some games. So, starting us out, this week's theme, like I said at the beginning of the show, is games from the company LJN. Really
can we talk about LJN a little bit?
Sure, Matt, you can talk.
So, LJN Toys was created by some guy who did not have the initials LJN.
Really?
His name was like Jack Friedman. And
well, there's a J at least.
But that wasn't him. He named it after some guy he used to work for, but that was not involved in LJN. So I guess he just really loved his old boss so much.
Said this guy only.
Yeah. So he named it LJN and then immediately sold it, so he didn't even have any stake in it anymore. And
well, probably a good move.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to be associated with this garbage either.
LJN made not just video games, they also made toys. So from the 80s, if you were ever into Bionic 6 toys.
Don't know what that
is. They had Gremlins toys, I guess. They had the Michael Jackson. Listen, they weren't G.I. Joe, so no one gave a shit.
LJN seems to be all about licensed things.
Licensing and making shit.
Yeah.
And so
Figuring as long as it's on a franchise everyone already likes in another form, we don't have to put a lot of effort into it.
Yeah.
Which I guess works because they lasted a while.
LJN was eventually bought by Acclaim, who also made pretty shitty games a lot of the time. And eventually LJN was stopped. They made their last game in '95, except for one, which 5 years later, Acclaim made one game with the LJN name on the Dreamcast. That is called Spirit of Speed 1937 that I tried to play, where you race Model Ts.
Okay.
Wow.
And is it sounds really cool, but it's really bad. And LJN was never seen again. So
Good.
it's considered one of the worst of all time.
Yeah, they're pretty shitty, and we'll see that today. In fact, let's go ahead and start seeing that.
Let's do that.
Nikki, you're starting us out this week. What'd you play?
Oh gosh.
Just fucking game.
I took the suggestion that somebody play Back to the Future, and I did. I played it.
I'm sorry.
Not as sorry as I was. It was released in 1989. I'm not going to lie. I had to have Dylan go to the Game Facts page as I was playing it to tell me what the fuck I was supposed to do.
Yeah. Their game design does not let you learn.
No, it's we'll see in a minute. But
man, I feel like we'll probably all be able to talk about that.
Yeah.
To the point you were making earlier, NESplayer.com called this game another one of LJN's games that were produced for the sole reason of cashing in on a movie.
Yep.
The music sucks, and I was getting so annoyed because it's just one song that plays the whole time, start to finish. But apparently, reading this Wikipedia article, apparently this is a sped up version of Power of Love, which I didn't get, and usually I can pick up on stuff like that.
Well, let's find out.
Let's find out.
All right. Well, this isn't.
Wait a minute, can we talk about how Nikki's video has music?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, first of all, you're muted, Nikki.
But
second of all, Nikki's sound works.
I'm so happy.
Yeah, I made it a point to make sure that the music worked this week.
Okay, so at the bottom of the screen it looks like Doc.
Like Conehead Doc.
And then maybe Marty.
Doc is wearing sunglasses for some reason.
Who's the last guy?
Biff? But like Roger Klutz skeleton Biff?
Wait, what are you doing?
I don't know. Apparently I tripped over that object.
Oh, get those clocks.
What the hell? Oh, because of time travel.
You're out of time.
It's scrolling. Like, I'm not
Why
making
is there
this
a hula
video.
hoop stripper?
I don't know, and she's throwing, like, change at me.
So, this kind of reminds me of, like, Paperboy, but they, like...
It is, like, a lot like Paperboy, but...
So you fall and, like, writhe around?
Yeah.
Okay.
A bee's wing hit me, so I fall and writhe around.
I don't remember...
Bees were much more deadlier in 1955.
Marty McFly is so weak.
I also don't remember Marty McFly dressed up like douchebag Steve Jobs.
Like the Fonz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also really weak Fawn.
Like, you could have at least been wearing something red. I mean,
yeah.
geez. I feel like Marty McFly has a pretty iconic look.
Exactly.
Right?
How do you mess that up?
They did.
By being LJN.
Yeah.
They had some stuff left over.
Who's that guy?
I remember when Marty McFly got beat up by the circus strong guy.
And at first I thought he was like, I was stuck in like a battle or something, so I'm button mashing. No, I'm dead.
That's Needles. It's Flea from the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
What are those guys
clearly.
doing? Like dancing far apart from each other.
Well, we find out later. I mean, providing we don't decide to skip through it, because if you notice, this is a 15-minute video.
We should skip ahead at some point.
At some point. You won't be able to tell. I completed 3 levels. Well,
really?
Well, the 3rd level I started to hate my life, so I kind of kill myself. But,
So are those potholes or dead birds?
Those,
this takes place in Arkansas, so good.
What did you
I'm
fall?
guessing are... I don't know.
Let's skip ahead.
I don't know. I don't know what that was about. It drove me crazy, and it's not the first time that this happens.
So wait, okay, so your health bar seems to be the heads of the guys at the bottom.
Yes.
Maybe that's the picture of
It's the picture,
Marty
and they're
his
disappearing.
family.
But I don't know why Marty, Conehead Doc Brown, and Roger Klutz Biff would be in a picture together.
Wait, you had to start over?
Yes.
Oh, fuck me.
Hey, Matt,
Yep.
skip us ahead somewhere.
Okay, we're gonna go ahead to right here.
Okay.
About 3 minutes.
Cool. So I think... I don't know, I might be at the end of the first level, because it took me a minute to realize that, oh hey, everything in this world kills me. Everything. Everything.
You don't do anything, you die. You have to get those clocks in order to stay alive.
Oh
So
my
no.
god,
I
what?
don't think that's even true.
Yeah, look at if you don't get a clock, the
The
dog
picture starts fading.
Oh.
I remember this part of the movie, actually.
Yeah.
Where Doc, like, drops his antique alarm clocks all over the ground. And he was freaking out because he thought the Libyans were gonna come and get them. Oh shit, it's Flea!
Again.
It's a hot dog with a propeller on
waving
it.
his dick around. I'm just noticing. It looks like he's waving something at his waist around.
Oh, did you make it?
I did.
Oh, you got a bonus!
32 times 10.
Wow. So
I did
much.
that in my head. Why are you counting down?
Just add a 0.
Okay, so now you move on from Hill Valley to...
To Hill Valley.
Oh
to
my
further
god.
down the
Point
street.
2. Get ready for this amazing graphical shift.
Oh no, I can tell.
It's the same damn level.
So, okay, like that thing back there was the map screen,
Yeah.
but you don't select where you go.
It's the
No.
exact same level. At least you
And-
have 2 douchebags.
And then, like, okay, so on that map screen, assuming we see it again,
Why
was...
is there toxic waste trash can?
Because it's the flux capacitor when you put the vegetables in it.
You're right, okay.
Yeah,
Oh, I was just thinking it was the nuclear fallout from...
it might be that from the DeLorean,
From the...
or from this. Oh,
so,
it's okay.
hey, they're holding glass.
Of course they are.
Oh, that's
Of course
dumb.
they are.
That's
So
totally taken from, like, Paperboy, even though I don't know that Paperboy came out before this.
But on the map screen, so it shows like the school
Yeah.
and the clock tower and like all the stuff you get to when you travel through time in the movie.
Yes.
But apparently traveling through time for you is just a fucking jaunt down the street.
Yeah.
Yes.
You just walk to it. Like, oh,
Yep.
my parents need to meet in the 1950s. Let me just mosey on over. I'll catch a bus.
Well, apparently this takes place in the 50s.
Oh,
So this is
okay.
the 50s.
And you'll see why. The game over screen kind of mentions something.
Can we skip ahead again? Or are we gonna
Sure.
miss something?
Are we
I
running
don't
low on
think you're
time
gonna
here?
miss anything. I
Uh,
mean, don't skip like
a
right
little
to
bit.
the end, I
no,
guess.
yeah, we don't want to do that.
Okay. Oh, he's kissing you.
Oh, yeah, you made friends with...
So why are there two differently
that
colored?
totally is his dick! It's the
Is
strong
he?
guy's dick.
Oh man, it does. It does look like his little wiener.
Hey, Marty.
Yeah.
Biff, no. You're my density.
It's
Wow.
stuck in my zipper.
Oh no, you got bead.
A bee just came up and flew behind me, and it pushed me into the bench and
A
killed
bee
me.
in the 1950s must be communist.
So I was like, yeah, that's a pothole. That's gonna kill me.
You didn't fall down the manhole. You
I was
tripped
hoping I
over it.
would. I was hoping I would.
So it doesn't seem like falling actually like lowers your health, but I guess it stops you from being able to gather clocks, which
Yeah, it takes all the clocks off the screen.
and makes your health go down as time goes by.
Yeah.
You're constantly everything is fading. But it's like a really bad job of showing the fading graphically. It just
Oh,
looks
God,
like he's
it's
turning
awful.
gray.
Everything is awful.
That jump was pretty cool. Like you got a sweet horizontal jump. You should be like a football player.
Yeah. Jumping over
If only
everything.
we had more time.
Why'd you
And then I
fall?
fall over for no reason.
What?
You tripped over the curb.
Yeah. He can't navigate, 4 inches of concrete difference.
Oh my god, Marty, you suck so bad.
He's the worst.
Okay, so
Also, so I start seeing what else can kill me. Because about this time I hate everything. And yes, if you were wondering, that other wall can kill me too.
look at that guy guarding that sewer grate.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
He was
real
like,
serious about it.
No one's
Which
getting
can
in here.
also kill me, by the way.
Oh my god. Marty, you're such a klutz.
Nope.
It's a good thing we're making your parents give birth to you.
Why?
The cracks in the ground don't. I was very disappointed.
So why are they even there?
I don't know.
Why does Hula Hoop Girl...
You jumped the plant, but you still got bead.
You got beat, exactly.
Can you jump the fence and get into the grass?
I did not try that. Where
Oh,
would I
man.
have been able to go, though?
Jumping the fence again?
Yeah, ooh, adventure.
You would think that would, like, hurt a lot more than just, like, hitting a fence.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
it's, like, uranium, I'm assuming.
Oh,
Oof.
I like that you give up.
I totally gave up. I wanted to see the game over screen. Ask Dylan. I was like, just fucking give me the game over screen
it's-
so I can move on with my life.
It's so hard to die.
It is!
I have a similar story, so don't worry.
Oh, good. And then somehow I just trip in the street again.
And it looks like you're scratching the pavement. It's really
Yeah.
weird.
Time travel seizure.
Tough luck,
Tough
Marty.
luck,
It looks
Marty.
like you're stuck here.
Ego.
There's
No.
bees everywhere. I
You're not
hate
stuck
those.
Yeah.
there. You fade out of existence.
Yeah.
There's one music track.
There's another in the guitar level that I never saw where it plays a rendition of Johnny Be Good.
And that was supposed to be Power of Love.
That
because
was
That was
not
supposed to be
Power of
Power of
Love.
Love.
not quite.
Thank you. I didn't hear it either.
Yeah.
No, they're full of it.
That was garbage, Nikki.
Yeah,
I'm
that
sorry.
looked awful.
Oh, it was so bad, you guys.
Like-
it was so bad. I don't recommend that anybody plays this. And like I said, I had Dylan read me the GameFAQs page for it, and it said on the page, so I have 2 words of advice for people who are considering playing this. The first would be don't. And I was like, well, that's great. That's great.
Yeah,
That
too
is
late.
true.
Yeah.
I'm here.
All
Might
right.
as well keep suffering.
I'm sorry, Nikki.
All right.
Yeah. All right. Next up is Dylan. Dylan, what'd you play?
Hi, people. I played a game.
You did.
What game did you play?
Thank you for asking, Nikki. I played Pictionary.
Good.
Why? Why?
Pictionary was made in July 1990 for the Nintendo. It's based off a game.
I like that Dylan's gotten into Sleepy Drunk. All right, let's just start. Let's get right into Pictionary.
All right.
Alright, here we go. So is this one-player Pictionary?
You play up to 4.
What? On the Nintendo?
Yeah, you have to use like an adapter though. There's an
Oh.
adapter they sold for the Nintendo.
Yeah, I
What a
remember
waste
that.
of money.
Yeah.
For all one game that you can use with it.
Oh, there's a football game too. So 2, all 2 game.
This is Pictionary?
What?
Rainbow Road.
Wait, what is
Wait,
happening?
What the hell is this?
I've played Pictionary before, and you, sir, are no Pictionary.
Yeah. So in order to get the clues, you had to play these like mini games. So I can't let these green balls
You can't
hit my.
you can't get hit by the boogers.
Yeah.
So that
Oh,
you
shit,
can
man.
get the drawing.
Every time a box gets hit, I lose time.
Oh my
But the
god.
time's also going down too.
Dude, but your balls are together now, so that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's easier. It's easier to avoid.
What? It's a casket. It's a rocket ship. You're fucked. You're fucked.
Yeah. You have 45
Alright.
Why are you
seconds
trying
to
to
guess
get
it
so
now.
many boxes?
Oh, you
Not
didn't even
even a
try?
guess.
Come on, Dylan. It's a toe. It's a thumb. It didn't tell
It
you?
doesn't tell you.
It's Superman.
Fuck the world. Why doesn't it tell
This
you?
is the dumbest thing.
Why doesn't it tell you what it is?
I don't because they don't want you to know for later.
Like if
It's-
it cycles back, which it always will.
Because they
There's
have
probably like 10
5.
pictures.
Yeah.
Is it the same minigame every time?
No.
Okay,
That's
that's good, I guess. I feel like they could like release a modern version of this on like the Wii or 3DS or something.
Yeah.
With non-fun or non-boring minigames.
Yeah.
Oh, look at all those boxes you got through. But I feel like a booger hit one.
Yeah.
Or are those apples?
Ours stopped, so we don't know.
It's a battery.
Oh.
It's a flux capacitor.
It's SpongeBob's eyeballs. Dynamite? It's a battery. There's a plus and a minus, right? I don't know what the thing at the top left is, but
It's a down arrow.
it's a negative. It's a negative.
Negative.
Just
Okay.
a sec, guys. Ours literally stopped. We have no idea what you're looking at.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
Do we wanna-
pause it.
okay. If I press play, see what happens?
Yeah.
Endlessly buffering.
Yeah, we might have to step out.
Well, let me switch videos real quick.
Okay. Skip ahead.
Does it work?
They're muted.
Oh.
We're
Yeah,
good.
it's good.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
Let's skip
So let's
to...
get this. Okay, so now he's guessing.
Okay.
Battery? It's a battery, right?
Oh, he
Oh,
got
negative,
it. Good.
negative. You got it.
Yeah.
You're pretty good at this, Dylan.
I
Yeah.
know.
Can I just say that shoe bullshit, walking over the alphabet, looks really stupid.
It was
does.
stupid.
Yeah.
It rolls like it doesn't
Oh.
stop when you want it to. It just keeps going.
Why are you a spray paint can?
Because you're
Oh
doing
my
it.
god.
Now it's
What is
Centipede.
happening?
It's reverse
So-
Space Invaders.
I realized I was like, oh, I'm not supposed to be catching the drops. I'm supposed to be dodging them and spilling paint back onto them.
Oh, okay.
So-
Oh, hey, look at that.
It's in the.
Yeah. Anyway, so I start over.
Well, luckily you don't have any opponents, so apparently you can do this as much as you want.
Yeah.
This is the saddest Pictionary of all time.
Yeah.
Yo, being the aliens and space invaders seems like really bad.
It's not Space Invaders because it'd go into the other way.
It's reverse space invaders.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
Earth
oh,
Invaders.
shit, you're fast. Oh, you're fast now. But he's so much better than you. Wait, what happened?
What?
It's a hand. It's a hand and it's a cufflink.
It's a cufflink? It's a wrist, a cufflink?
I don't care. I have aliens to kill.
In the most fun minigame of all time. Wrist? Cuff?
I would say
C-U-F-F. Cufflink. Cufflink fits.
he's got
Hey,
it.
you're,
Yeah.
I'll give your idea a whirl.
I know you're playing this live, Dylan.
I know. So each color is a set game. So red
Okay.
is that box carrying game. Yellow, that bright yellow was Space Invaders.
Oh, cool. New
Oh,
one.
okay.
Okay.
So now you're a spaceman trying to catch alien apples.
Oh, you're in the video zone.
The wizard Warlock is throwing apples at you. Yo, this game looks shitty. Like what is happening? Alright, reach up and press start. This one seems a lot easier, though. Wait, did you speed
Try
up
to
the
guess
video?
it. Try to guess it.
I didn't speed up, no.
Is it a butt?
It's a ankle.
It's a foot. It's a foot. Ankle.
There
Okay.
we go.
Did you speed that up, or did the game?
Yeah, I
Okay.
sped it all up.
I was like, man, if it gets that fast, that seems hard. Man, luckily enough, you're able to show off a new minigame every time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And cool, this is pretty much what they
Whoa.
based crash test dummies on.
This is
So-
amazing.
You have to
This
bounce people.
Oh my gosh.
You
This
aren't
is-
saving them at all. You're splattering them against a wall.
The Pictionary got really dark. Why are these people jumping? Just wait.
It's a knife.
It's a knife. It could be.
Nope.
Oh,
That's
no.
a sword.
It's a stab.
With 2 B's.
Oh, yeah, I see it as a sword now. Okay, are you going to win Pictionary? Oh, not at this rate. Not at this fucking minigame.
No.
Okay, it's a mouth. It's a banana. It's a eggplant. It's a moai head.
It's a chain chomp.
It's a fish. It's a whoa.
This one.
It's a stereo.
Tell me what this is.
Oh yeah, I remember. I totally was trying to guess for you on this one. This one was bad.
It's a fish. It's
like a whale, right? That's what I see, like a whale
but
eating
there's
a
too many letters.
Oh, I know.
But it looks like a whale. Fishbowl? Fishbowl seems good.
Yeah, fishbowl might have worked.
Box game sucks.
Yeah.
It is the worst one.
It is the worst one.
Like I feel like the running around and grabbing the fruit is like the easiest one. Okay, tall. Grow? No, tall. I like it. Excellent. That was quite a good guess. Oh,
Next one.
envelope. No.
Yeah, but what's with the circle around it?
Shapes?
I was thinking that maybe it was like a basketball thing, but that's like basket?
Center?
That's not centered though.
I think it's an arrow pointing to the dot, but I don't know what the... Time's up, folks. Fuck you. Come on, you gotta win this. Oh my god, this minigame. I could go without seeing the guy moving boxes from left to right. Like, I've had jobs where I've had to do this. I don't...
Game & Watch seems more entertaining.
Yeah.
Funnel,
like,
horn.
Like I feel like... Oh, chalice.
Cup.
Holy Grail.
Wine glass.
Holy Grail. It's Holy Grail.
That would fit.
It would. It is wine glass, though, because...
Holy
Yeah.
Grail would have been cool.
Earth.
What's the...
Star, moon, satellite.
Look how many
Soccer
words you have.
glass.
South Pole.
Wow.
Rad.
I'm impressed.
That was...
Can I just go ahead and say?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and vote it. Least shitty game of the show.
Yeah, I would say we actually.
It was more fun. It was fun trying to guess that stuff.
I honestly
say I said when he was playing this is probably going to be the least shittiest game of the show.
definitely.
Yeah.
So,
Like that would make a fun multiplayer game.
I
Yeah.
agree.
maybe.
I think if you if you replace the minigames with something more fun, like even Mario Party style, and
Yeah.
then you had the actual word guessing thing in between, that would be neat. I'd buy that.
Yeah,
That's
that'd
not
be pretty
terrible.
cool, actually. That'd be
Yeah.
cool.
Way to go,
Yeah,
make that
LJN.
game.
You
We should make that
almost
game.
made a game that wasn't fucking shitty.
Like it's like those minigames sucked,
Yeah.
Oh my
minigames
God.
were awful.
and the presentation is.
I mean,
just like,
watching the fat Asian people fall out of buildings.
it was great. It was amazing.
That was dark as hell.
All those people died.
There was one, like, it was sped up, but I tried to catch 3 at the same time, and I missed them all. And they're all like, oh.
Either
See,
way, they died.
They should have had them splatter in blood at the bottom.
Well,
And, like, have it just build up.
if you've
Yeah.
ever played their Crash Test dummy games,
I played for the Game Boy.
that's kind of what that first level in that
Yeah.
game looks like.
I don't want to talk
Just
about that.
like that.
I don't want to talk about that.
Okay.
Fair enough.
All right. Well, way to go, Dylan. Did you kind of enjoyed it? I'm assuming.
Yeah, I could have beaten it, but we had to
Yeah.
go to a Father's Day dinner. So
I get that. Right on.
Understandable. I believe in you. You were good enough.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know.
All right, Matt.
All right. I played a game called, and this is a title for the ages, Wolverine, Adamantium Rage.
I thought about playing that one because of the title. That title is
Right?
ridiculous.
It is. I remember as a kid, there used to be television commercials and magazine ads for this game like all the time. And Like, the name Adamantium Rage, even as a kid, sounded lame as shit to me.
Yeah.
What does that even mean? Like, I know what adamantium is, but why is it rage? I don't get it. LJN made like a ton of Marvel games.
Yeah.
They were all real bad. We've seen Spider-Man in arcade.
God,
X-Men.
as a kid,
We've seen that on this show. X-Men for NES I had played before, but that is legendarily terrible.
Yeah.
There's a Wolverine game for NES that's super bad. But I wanted to play this because I'd never played it before. And there are two versions, one for the Genesis and one for the Super Nintendo. But the Genesis version was not made by LJN.
Oh,
Really?
no.
Yeah, and that's the better version. So I had to play. I'm going to talk about one difference at a certain part of this video. There's one thing that makes the Sega version a little better. So I played the SNES version, and it is, I guess, just get ready for listen carefully for the best opening theme song of any game ever.
Okay.
Oh boy, I'm excited.
It's about to happen. You ready? Here we go.
Ready.
All right, here it comes.
Wolverine. Wolverine.
And doesn't that guy sound like Cody?
Totally sounds like Cody.
That was the
So
very
here-
first thing I did in my voice acting career.
Here's the
was-
story. Wolverine is in the X-Mansion headquarters, which looks like a cult. One of us is gonna have to give computer, and it ain't gonna be me. He's having a hard time using his 90s PC,
This seems like a Dilbert comic
and
featuring.
he's yelling at it. And the PC tells him that he has information about the Weapon X facility related directly to you. Come alone. And so Wolverine,
He looks like Wolverine Nosferatu.
he punches the computer, I think, or a couch. And
That chair.
there's
Oh
his
man, I
shadow.
totally thought that chair was like a weird skeleton drawing at first.
Could have been. And this is it. This is where we are.
The graphics aren't bad. What system did you say this was for?
Super Nintendo.
Oh, well then they're average.
Yeah.
There are a lot better looking games.
When I
So-
saw this, I thought that I had played it, but I played the Wolverine game for the Nintendo.
Ooh, also
Yeah,
bad.
It was bad.
So
Did you speed it up? It,
No,
it looks
that's-
like he's wow.
that's the actual speed. So Wolverine can he's got a couple of attacks. He can like kind of jump, and he's got a punch, a kick, and a claw attack. So 2 of my 3 attacks don't use my adamantium claws that I am raging about. I can't.
Adamantium misplaced rage.
I can, however, climb the walls.
Like
took me-
Spider-Man.
It took me a while to figure that out. Wolverine also has a healing factor. That see the 100%. That's my health.
Yeah.
And when I get hurt, over time it slowly goes back up.
Okay.
That's cool.
So it's really hard to die. However, levels have time limits that they don't tell you about. So after a while, eventually a robot will show up and blow up, and you'll die.
Oh,
Uh,
did we get to see that?
no, because I
Oh.
didn't wait. You do get to see the game over screen and how bad it is, though. So,
Great.
That's good.
so I'm taking the elevator. I cannot jump. I cannot get off this elevator until it gets to the bottom.
That's stupid.
It was bad. I don't actually know what the goal is. But I noticed there's a thing that says left 14, and do you know what that reminded me of?
What?
Having to punch the things in Spider-Man's level and X-Men and
Oh
Spider-Man
my
Arcade
god,
Revenge.
yes.
And then I killed that guy, and it went from 14 to 13. So I think I have to kill things.
Okay. You have to kill all those
Oh,
guys.
so enemies left.
Right, I am
Nice.
assuming.
Yeah.
But there's way more than 13 enemies in here. And as you'll see, like, eventually I figure out that some enemies count and some enemies don't. And I accidentally fell back down where I just was. But
So Wolverine, this is just a game about murdering people.
right, but I mean, some enemies count towards the enemies that are less, and some enemies do not. And there's no way to differentiate which is which.
Oh, that's the puzzle. The
Like,
fun puzzle.
Some of those gun turrets count, some of them don't. Some of the standing guys count, some of them don't. It's not a puzzle though, because it's just really annoying and boring.
Oh no, I was being sarcastic.
So I take the slow elevator, and there is one music track in this whole level. It all looks the same.
That's LJN for you.
Yes. And I wish it just said Wolverine every 10 seconds, but it doesn't.
Wolverine.
Look, I killed that guy. I got 12.
He dropped a ball.
I guess. Did he? I didn't see that.
He did. You picked it up.
Maybe that was the thing.
Oh, maybe.
That guy did not count.
He didn't drop a ball.
How do I know which ones drop balls? That guy counted. Did he drop a ball? I didn't see a ball.
I didn't see a ball either.
There's this guy, and this is... So I got my kick. I try to do a kick. He falls down. So I go down to kill him. And he didn't count. And like, it's just so slow moving.
Good lord. So I guess it's not super easy to claw into the wall.
No, it is not. And when they hit me, I fall off. So I'm trying to just kill these little drone robots. The thing in the center is invincible, the thing that's spawning new robots. So I can never stop robots. So there's the top of the elevator. Turns out I can hang on the ceiling, but I can't attack while I do that, so there's literally no reason to do that. I skipped ahead here. And here I am, I'm trying to punch this guy.
Yeah.
I got him. He counted.
Nice.
He counted.
He didn't drop the ball either.
He didn't, so I'm
I
kind of
guess
excited
really...
he counted. But it's punching in the air is so hard.
Yeah, I had that exact same fucking problem in my game.
It seems like I can only punch when I have a little forward momentum, but even then, not every time. It's just like whenever it feels like it, really. But, nope. And again, it's not even the regular punch. The adamantium claw punch doesn't even fucking work in the air. It just does that little poke. So I can poke in the air. So I move ahead, and come back. God, stop.
But that counted, so...
It counted. I'm pretty happy.
Shit.
Now there's a laser room, and I don't even know where I'm going. Where's the end of this? What's the end game?
Death.
I wish.
Gun in your mouth.
So that one counted. That guy didn't. This is an infinite enemy generator, and none of these guys count. But they can still kill me, I guess. But it takes a long time to kill me because I'm fucking Wolverine. So I'm like, let's just get out of here. I use my super jump, which I have for no reason.
Yeah.
There's an X ball, and guess what that does?
Nothing.
I don't fucking know. It didn't tell me.
Why the fuck do you have a super jump?
So I find a door, and I can't get through the door, so I'm like, fuck it. Let's just skip ahead. I'm gonna let these guys kill me. Please note that I just skipped ahead 2.5 minutes of me standing there and letting those guys shoot me. 2.5 minutes it took them to kill me. This is on normal difficulty.
This is awful.
So I go back and I'm like, well, maybe the rest of the game is less bad. So I went online and I found some passwords.
Okay.
And so I wanted to go and look at the final level. And here is, I put in Nightcrawler, Xavier, Cyclops, Colossus. And it takes me, it'll take me to the final level. So this is,
the last level of Wolverine Adamantium Rage.
Not even a cutscene, but immediately I see left 32 and I'm pissed.
Yeah.
So the entire game is just murder the right number of people.
Yes, and look at this fight. Look at this bad guy. He's so stupid.
It's a brood.
And he runs into my fist. And then he starts humping
What
me.
is this?
That alien started fucking my face.
It's Wolverine alien rape.
I'm in a what, Dylan?
Cobweb infested anus.
Like, there seemed to be like a bunch of like weird stretched out skulls everywhere.
Yeah, they're like melted or something.
I guess I killed him. No, I didn't. Because he takes...
What is this? This is bullshit.
What?
Takes 15 million hits to kill. Did I kill him? No. Oh
There
my
you
God.
go, he counted.
I got him, and he counted.
What?
So I found out I can claw through skulls, and now there's ninjas. and if you watch my health, they tear me up. I'm like, oh my god, and I can't even touch them because there's no hit detection, and they have no boxes.
Kamehameha.
And then there's another alien face fucker.
Oh my god, this is such crap.
And I can't even touch them. Like, they take hits, but then they don't die.
Can you just run away? Run away.
I can, but I have to get all the ones that are left. I killed one finally, and this guy just runs into my claws, which make the best sound effects. That's not annoying or bad.
No, not at all. I could listen to that all day.
Indeed. I'm like, oh,
yeah,
I saw another ninja in the future, and I'm like, no, I don't want to fight him. Ninjas are hard. And
oh, he's going for the end.
no, stop! Oh, they fucked me to death. So there's huge jacked man fucked to death. And I was looking through the level select with the passwords, and I decided I wanted to try one more. And this one is called Wolverine's Nightmare. And I wanted to try this one, and this is the difference between the Genesis and Sega one I'm going to tell you about. So I put in the password for this one. Ooh, Wolverine. And so this guy named Cyber, who was like a Wolverine villain from the 90s, says, let's see how you deal with a little hallucinogenic nightmare brought on by the poison I just slashed into you. And then Wolverine...
It's like Batman.
Starts...
But like really gay Batman.
Tripping balls. Arg! No!
Wolverine was just hanging out around barrels of poison.
He does that. And so I go into this nightmare, and there's like tiny caveman versions of Cyber with clubs.
Oh my god.
And the background is a lava lamp. And I seem to be in like a weird level from Contra, and like weird buttholes in space open up.
Backwards.
Yeah, because wind was blowing me.
Oh, okay.
And from the buttholes in space. There's a pterodactyl version of Lady Deathstrike that flies around. Because that's what my nightmares are about, is pterodactyl Lady Deathstrike. This is very lame compared to the Genesis version.
Fighting monsters.
So I have Trippin' Wolverine in the background. But as you in the Genesis version, you're in space and you fight tiny saber-tooths and meteors fall all the time, and it's unbeatable.
That sounds much cooler.
Yeah, that sounds much better than...
It is. This is really dumb
villain
and bad.
No one remembers.
And so I just started dancing in time with the music because I was bored and tripping balls. And then I started doing cool moves, and I find out I can do that, but I don't know how I did it.
Throw your claws out to the side.
And finally I'm like, just fuck it. Someone kill me, whatever, I can scratch forever, which is pretty cool. But I don't even care. Just
are you punching behind you?
I'm shrugging. And so there's Wolverine. I hope you enjoy his hallucinogenic nightmare.
Well, that was bad. That was bad,
Matt.
Matt.
That was a chore to watch.
Yeah.
I don't imagine how bad it was to play.
Still looked better than Back to the Future.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree too.
Nikki's was worse.
I agree.
Yeah.
Alright, so how much did you hate that?
Badly. I don't ever want to play that ever again.
No,
ever.
Don't blame you.
Yeah.
Alright, well then let's get into my game.
Okay.
I played Spider-Man the Animated Series, because I had actually played a lot of these LJN games, but I had never played this one. I played the other Spider-Man games, and two of them were two of LJN's least terrible games. So
National Carnage is okay.
Maybe this one isn't super bad. I was wrong.
You're a fool, Cody.
I am a fool.
A damned fool.
So let's get into Spider-Man the Animated Series.
Okie dokie. Dylan screaming and getting cut off. So do we have like spider blood, radioactive spider blood? Okay. Radioactive Spider-Man. Spider-Man. Radio. Oh no? They don't go into the cool guitar solo?
No, they
Fuck
don't.
This game.
So it's Alien versus Alien and then Spider-Man villains.
Like two of those characters were not in the series.
Yeah.
Like at all.
Yeah.
I like that they tried to make the game's
So here we
intro
go.
like a comic book cover.
Yeah. We have Chubby Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, you seem to have put on some weight, pal.
He has let himself go. So
I think it's just like the Thing wanting to, you know.
He looks really short too.
So I actually ended up ultimately cutting out one of my lives because I spent like 10 minutes, no, about 5 minutes, trying to figure out what the fuck to do. So I too looked up the video of what the fuck I needed to do in this game to proceed.
So this is kind of like the show because they don't show you punching ever.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So like the censors had a hand in this, I assume.
Yeah.
What did you just pick up?
I picked up a thing.
What did it do?
It was a web.
Why is that light broken?
I
should replace that light. It's gonna go soon.
The spider janitor wasn't there to fix
I'm trying to
spider
jump
blood,
back.
Spider janitor, radioactive spider janitor.
And I finally did get back, and I go down this thing, and like, okay, here's things to punch. I'm glad I don't have a villain meter, but these guys.
Oh, you can punch.
I can punch. The video actually showed me jump punching to get through that grate there, but I couldn't fucking get that to work. So,
oh my god, who are you, Wolverine?
yeah, I know. Turns out jumping and throwing web also works.
Oh, you got shot.
What?
I
Through
did.
walls.
I'm trying to go back.
Did you just get crippled? Are you dead?
So I've given up there.
Oh, I guess it's not a wall.
Who even is this guy? Like,
Halo,
he's not the
Master
cartoon.
Chief.
Yeah. Oh god, is this gonna kill you if you go in it?
Yeah, it hurts me.
Can we go back to Spider-Man burning in acid? Because that's my favorite part of this game so far.
So
Did you die just now?
I did, but I stand up right from where I was.
I like how you flicker so much that you become invisible for a long time.
Yeah, and his eyes turn purple when he jumps for some reason. Well, okay, they've stopped.
Because he's getting high.
They were, yeah. So I have to punch Master Chief and pick up.
Oh, there's an air horn.
Thing.
That air horn.
Yeah.
Now you're gonna go to this. Let's go to the World Cup.
All right, so I can go up here now.
Oh oh, that was lame.
Yeah, isn't it?
It does so much damage.
Like a car plant or something? What is this?
The ruins of old Michigan.
You can't fucking jump that shit.
I like how you hold your head when you get killed.
Yeah, you go crazy.
Just like in the cartoons when Spider-Man would just scream for it. Did that constantly kill you?
Yeah. I jumped down that hole.
Like, just imagine every time that you hold your head,
that
you're
thing
just
just
like,
fucking dumps
Mary
me.
Jane!
He did that a lot. Alright.
Okay.
So
Oh no.
I'm back at the beginning.
Oh
my
no.
god.
So I'm gonna go back up and re-grab those.
I dig that when you die, you don't start the level over.
Yeah.
I like that. But when you game over, you do. So
Yeah.
whatever, who cares?
I think that was a web that I picked up.
And you die really easily, so it's really just like you have one life.
Yeah. So I'm running, and that thing can apparently go down.
Oh my god,
the
fuck
second
you,
floor.
machine.
I know. I was hoping I could just go through it without having
You
to
look
fight
you
him.
look like a sock.
He does.
Did you get hurt by that
I
explosion?
did! The explosion
Come
fucking hurts
on.
you.
Come on, Spider-Man. Yeah, thank you. I may know science, but grades are really hard.
So there's
Ooh.
a thing here.
Armor suit.
So I'm trying to get the armor suit, right? And I can't seem to figure it out. Because I don't get onto the top when I reach the top. I fall back down.
Assuming you have to jump to the other wall?
So I give up.
You quit.
I decide fuck it.
And then you get shot in the face.
Yeah,
Oh, hey, we took him down.
I
So
did.
maybe
The armor suit wasn't even in the
Spider-Man.
cartoon. Can you swing on webs?
No.
Oh no!
You
Oh
just,
no!
you throw
Flying
them up.
Spider-Man!
Yeah, he won't let me jump out. I'm not dying on purpose. It's just.
I like how that Bunsen burner is deadly.
Yeah. All of them are turned on super high.
And Dr. Octopus's evil high school science class. Oh, come on, dude. Fuck you.
So I jumped on top of that old original Nintendo and then went up the.
I thought it looked like an old NES. What is this guy? Is that a person?
Yeah, it's a guy on blade legs.
And he cut his legs off to give himself blade legs because.
He fucking killed me with them.
Oh no!
Fall down another fucking hole because you can't not get hit by those things on the treadmill.
Duck!
So I gave up on trying to kill him. So I get hit and it throws me down the goddamn hole again. So I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. Nope, I'm done.
Where was that cool move in the game?
Yeah.
Right.
This was the first time I've done this in a while, where instead of playing for 20 minutes and cutting it down, I was just like, nope, fuck it. I've played for 7 minutes. I'm done.
Yeah.
That was really bad.
That was really
so
not
shitty.
good.
Everything kills you.
Everything kills you. That's sort of a theme in this episode of the show.
Yeah, that's true. Like even in Pictionary, like fucking balls and apples bouncing around were murderous. Jesus Christ.
So yeah. So game over. Glad it's done. Never gonna play that again or any LJN game unless I'm forced to by the show. Yeah. So not gonna miss it. So all of those games were bad. I think Nikki was the worst. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Which is too bad because Back to the Future is a great movie, but it was a shitty game.
Yeah.
Not a good game though.
But before we go ahead and call the show over, Matthew, what are we playing next time?
I went ahead and loaded it up halfway through the episode.
Okay.
And it made me happy because we just suffered through a whole lot. And now we get some respite, some well deserved.
Okay. What are we playing?
Well, it's going to be the second time this theme has shown up on the show before. Luckily, the last time we did it was somewhere around like what episode is this?
This is 44.
So we did it 13 episodes ago.
Okay.
So we're gonna have to set aside some time.
Okay.
It might take a while. But we all have to find something we can play together for 4-player co-op week.
Yay! Awesome!
Yes.
I
That's
loved
a fun
that
one.
the first time. That was great.
Yes.
Awesome.
So I don't know what we'll play. I guess we'll figure it out. But look out in 2 weeks for us, actually enjoying stuff together.
Yeah. And those are
having fun.
Those
and
weeks
maybe
are fun.
yelling no a lot as we fall down cliffs over and over.
Exactly.
Let's play Road Rash.
If we can get it to work.
No.
Left 4 Dead.
I'll play Left 4 Dead, yeah.
I will play whatever. I enjoy multiplayer.
I will give it a try.
Yeah, fantastic.
Mario Kart 8.
I'll play Mario Kart 8.
I'll go out and buy a Wii right now.
Okay, cool. Let's do it.
Well, there's no stores open right now, but
you'll have to break into some places.
Exactly. I will get it the cheapest.
Yeah.
The cheapest. Right, but look forward to that, guys.
All right, cool. All right, then. This has been Cartridge Players, and I almost said Stuff Weekly. This has been Cartridge Players. I'm Cody Coleman. With me, as always, is Nikki Wright, Dylan Frisbee, and Matthew Crua. Until next time, Dylan, if you can muster up...
And then at the bottom, put the words "keep on blowing."
There we go, subtitle. See you later, guys. Game over.
Good to know.